Right, right. Well, cranberries is what I was told. Cranberries. No, cranberries. Cranberries. Fantastic Nana must have that cordless phone tucked in her cleavage again, because she's answering the phone on the first ring nowadays. And she told me that you were thinking about becoming a beekeeper. Exactly, exactly. You can't make assumptions because it's very difficult to say whether a squirrel monkey in a pillowcase weighs as much as you think. Your Nana does not know how to use a telephone. Mom? Mother? Nana's just bored. Everybody's got the weatherizing strips and plastic wrap over the windows because it's so cold out, so she can't see in with her telescope. So until things warm up, it's got her going back to church. That's how bored she is. And I think if you're so bored that you're going to church, I think turn those feet around because you're going exactly the wrong way. She's upset. Our Lady of the Coming Chastisements raising prices again on the Patron Saint vending machine. Yes, you put your money in and you pick what your problem is. You got to look at the glossary. Patron Saint prayer cards are now 75 cents. They used to be a quarter, and they used to be laminated. Yes, I am, dear. That's quite all right, but no, I can't see you, but I can hear what you're doing, so I think we should continue this conversation another time. I was surprised to learn of your new interest in bees. But Nana this morning, speaking very excitedly about you to St. Ambrose, the patron saint of beekeepers, chandlers, wax refiners, and Mold-A-Rama technologies. Bees are very interesting because unlike vampires, which I tell you, I am so sick of vampires, I cannot see another goddamn vampire. Bees are real. If getting bit by a vampire would turn you into a vampire, well, let's think about that. There have been vampire stories. We've been bored of vampire stories since the 17th century. So every one of us will be a vampire if that were the case. All kinds of products come out of bees. Of course, we have the beeswax candles and their rich 501c3 aroma. I think we should have more honey production. I really do. I think it is superior to high fructose corn syrup, and I know as an Illinoisan that's not a politic thing to say. Where would quality tambourine construction be without beeswax? A fine beeswax coating on the head of a good quality tambourine makes all the difference in the world. You can't listen to the mamas and papas and not be thanking the bees. I think bees are underutilized as a leitmotif. I think that's an untapped resource that the bees offer, and that no one has yet been able to exploit. And I think part of the reason that is because beekeepers, before you decided you wanted to become a beekeeper, I think most beekeepers, they don't have a lot of people skills. They're wearing a space outfit and they're covered with insects because they don't have good customer service spirit. The way these bees live, it is like the most perverse thing you could find on Craigslist, but it's worse. Fanta, it is worse. Everybody in that hive is related to the queen. That's their mother. She's literally the queen mother, and she is some mother, I'll tell you. I think what we need is a beekeeper who's a good communicator and who can learn about these worlds and bring them to at least 3 movies and 2 miniseries. Really, Roman Polanski's got nothing on these bees. You'd be on the edge of your seat wondering what's going to happen. All these workers coming to bring in the right kind of flowers. Is it the wrong kind of flowers? Is she going to rip their legs off? Then the virgins pit each other and the virgins fight each other to death. And then the drones, well, they're just around there working out. They don't do anything except work out, building up their thorax so it's just, they're ripped. It leaves those vampires really bereft of really the true kind of excitement that you only get in a community of bees. When they think that their house is on fire, it calms them down. Think about that. Oh, bikini wax. Well, Fanta's going to get a bikini wax? I don't really have any advice with regard to the bikini wax. I've always thought that was something a lady should keep between her thighs. I went to the gym and I saw this neighbor. Got my hair caught in her mailbox, the yard on the corner. Her lawn is out of control. Her lawn has weeds growing everywhere. I don't think it's ever been edged. She was at the gym and she's an ample woman. Why are you telling me this? She's an ample woman, and she's an outgoing woman. She didn't have a stitch of clothing on. She was taking everyone's picture, showing us her Brazilian, Colombian, Ecuadorian, and most of her Argentina. Well, why'd she tell you this? So if I stared, I was just surprised by the contrast. I understand that you want to feel like you're driving into a nice neighborhood. You want to look nice. I guess some things you can't do by yourself. I was talking to a lady once. She told me that she tried to give herself a Mohican. Accidentally hot waxed her hoo-ha shut and glued it to the bottom of the bathtub.